Keeping well. Welcome to our pre-match press conference for our game against Fulham. As always, we'll start with broadcast questions and it will start with Roger Clark. Then there'll be a dailies briefing embargo till 10:30 tonight and a couple of questions from the Evening Standard embargoed till 12:30 tomorrow. As always, no streaming of press conference live or social media posting. That can all wait until afterwards. Roger, I'm coming to you first.
Thank you. Hello there, Jose. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, good.
Excellent. Can I just ask, first of all, about your squad before the last game? Everyone was fit apart from Gio Lo Celso. Is that still the case? What's the latest with Gio and the rest of the squad?
Yeah, it's still the case. Training with the team, but was a big injury. We are not going to risk yet. In fact, we don't want to risk. We want to bring him to the team and to competition when there is no risk. So 1 more week, 2 more weeks. Apart of that, everybody okay. 1 more training session this afternoon, but we think okay.
You said before the last one, said that Gareth Bale was training well, but in terms of managing him, it was all about his recovery between games and managing minutes. Obviously, he played the other day, played Thursday, he got Sunday as well. Is he able to cope with that this week?
I believe so. Start the game being on the bench, I don't know. We have to decide. And he's such an experienced guy that, of course, his opinion is very important. But good reaction, good recovering sessions, and he will be involved. I repeat, bench or starting, but he will be there.
Just more general terms regarding your squad, I don't know if you'll have seen before the last game, Roy Keane and Jamie Redknapp had quite a heated exchange discussing the merits of the squad. Jamie was defending your squad. Roy Keane said, with the exception of Harry Kane and Son, no one else in the top 6 or so would be interested in anyone in your squad. Was Roy Keane right? Do you have an average squad?
You know, I didn't watch it, and it's not for me to comment on the pundits' opinions. I have huge respect for Roy. You know, I love to work with him when I was at Sky, but independent of that, a winner like he is, I have lots of respect for Roy and for his job as a pundit. But I'm not going to make any comments, because if I do that, probably I will be asked week after week with other people.
But you would say that your squad is better than average, though, your players?
Excuse me?
You would say, though, I would imagine that your players, your squad is better than average, though.
You are trying to take me in the direction of your previous question, and I don't want to go there.
Next one, Roger, please.
Okay. Again, a completely different topic. It's been confirmed that the UK and Ireland are going to make a bid for the 2030 World Cup. Also, Spain and Portugal are going to bid for that. Now, you have your life over here. You made a life over here. But would you prefer to see a World Cup in your home country, in Spain and Portugal, or would you like to see one over here?
Putting the things in that perspective, I would prefer in Portugal. You know, I love England. I'm here first time since 2004. But you know, Portugal is Portugal. But I have to admit that I'm really happy with that situation, because or in Portugal or in England, that would be great.
Thank you, Jose. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. Right, we'll go to Ian Abrahams.
Hi, Jose. How are you?
Hey, my friend. You good?
Very good, thank you. Spurs going well. Spurs look good on Sunday. Top 4, top 6. What do you think?
Top nothing. Just try to win tomorrow. Just try to win tomorrow. We won just one match in the Premier League, playing well, good result, good score, but just one match. The match before, we could all agree that the opponent level is not the Premier League level, but to beat them 4-0 the way we did it, you also need to play well. West Ham, we lost. The result was bad, but I think we all agree that we didn't play bad at all. Same as Everton, same as at home against West Bromwich, same as Man City when we had a little bit of fuel in our legs. So we are not playing bad at all. But the only two good results that we had were these two last ones. So top nothing. Just try to win one more match a week with 9 points to fight for. 3 are in the pocket. We have 6 to fight for. And that's the focus.
I know it was before you arrived at Spurs, but Scott Parker was a youth team coach there and had quite a good reputation. What have you made of him in charge of Fulham this year, and how much more difficult are they to play against now than even when you played the first game with them?
I like that team. And they played very well against us. They are playing very well. They are getting good results. Big squad, lots of good players, young squad. Parker doing his job obviously very well. I like that team.
Finally, this weekend marks a year since football basically shut down in this country. We had no fans in stadiums because of the coronavirus. In terms of your year helping out with the NHS, Spurs' year helping out with the NHS, and just football without having fans for a whole year, can you just talk a little bit about what this year has meant to you and how different this has been for you?
You know, I still do my job. I still do what I like, of course, in a different way. But as I told many times, when we look to the world, to the society, to other industries, we have to feel privileged. But of course, one thing is football without fans in the stadium, another thing is football with full stadiums. And we are waiting for that. But more important than that is the way the world looks like is going now, especially in this country. We can all read and listen to very good signs of we are going in the right direction, and hopefully very soon we have normality back, normality to football, normality to life in general. And by the way, before I forget, this big boy McDonald's, we all wish him the best, and such a big guy and such a fighter on the pitch. We are sure that he's going to win this battle.
Okay, thanks, Moose. We're going to move on to George Cummins.
Thanks, Simon. Hello, Jose.
Hey.
I'm sure you're fed up of questions about Gareth Bale, but I was just wondering why it's taken him almost so long to reach this level of fitness that he can sustain these performances. Why has it taken till March?
Why, for the past 2 years, he had what he had in Madrid? Ask them. And maybe if they answer to you, maybe you can understand better why it took a while. Or maybe to be patient was the main reason for him to reach the level that he showed in the last couple of weeks.
So will he you're hoping he can maintain this level now till the end of the season? This is the plan?
Of course, the plan is to get the best out of the players. The plan is always for the players to give everything they have to the team. The team is the most important thing. And the team, of course, needs top players to perform. So, of course, that's the plan. That's always been the plan since they won.
Thank you.
Thanks, George. Okay, Ellie Gold.
Hello, Jose.
Hello.
Just want to ask you, we've got the international break coming up in a few weeks' time, end of this month, and obviously selections are going to be made with squads. Do you have any concern about your players heading off on international duty, particularly the likes of, Davinson Sanchez, Giovanni Lo Celso going to areas that are on the government red list?
I have concerns about all of them. Since the moment a player leaves the club, I have concerns at every level, not just as the COVID level or the red list or traveling abroad. I have also concerns of other areas. But let's wait. Let's see what is going to happen.
Can I just ask you very quickly about Toby Alderweireld? With yourself and the previous manager, Maurizio Pochettino, Toby didn't always play 3 games in a week. I don't know if that's to do with previous hamstring problems that he had. Is he at the stage where he can now, or is that something you still have to monitor quite carefully with him?
No, he looks physically good. Very good professional, works hard. Is one of the guys that dedicates himself very, very much to the individual work before the session, after the session, on prevention, on taking care of his body. It looks for me that he's physically in a good moment. But of course, 3 matches in 1 week. It doesn't matter how young you are, doesn't matter how fit you are. There is always a risk factor involved.
Thanks, Ali. We're going to move to Jonathan Veal.
Hi, Jose.
Hello.
Hi. Joe Rodon's not been involved for the last few weeks after a spell around the team. What does he have to do to get back into your plans?
Cool.
Jonathan, Joe Rodon.
Joe Rodon. What he has to do? Has to do nothing. Works very hard. Good professional. Has to do nothing. He cannot play in Europa League, so that makes his chances reduced in relation to the other guys. Centre back position is a position where, of course, if he was in Europa League, he would have lots of chances to play in these 11 matches that we did. Has nothing. He's perfect. Works very hard. Young guy, wants to learn. Very enthusiastic. He played already not many matches, but matches that represent a lot, because he played important matches against, of course, some of the best teams. He has just to wait for his opportunities and to get it.
Thanks, Jonathan. Okay, Vicky Sparks from PLP.
Hi, Jose. Good to see you.
Hello. Thank you.
Just going back to your time with Scott, obviously, as manager at Chelsea, at that point when you worked with him as a player, did you always get the sense that he would be one of those that had the capacity to go into management?
No, too young. He was too young. After that, he went to Newcastle and then to Tottenham and then England national team matches too. So he was too young, and the majority of the players, they don't even think about it in the beginning of their careers. Some others, they say no, but then yes. Some others, they say yes, but then no. You don't know, and you are not focused on that. Always what I saw from beginning was that he was a serious, honest, young football player, a team player, a guy that understood immediately that in a team with Frank Lampard, Mark Lede, the quality that was there to play more than he was playing, he had only one option, which was the difficult decision of leaving. But then he made a very good career. I have very good memories of him, because he was a team player, and even not playing much, he was always there for us when we need him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vicky. Okay, we'll go to Bruno Valeria from Sport TV Portugal. If it is in Portuguese, we don't mind one question. Bruno.
In Portuguese.
If you want, yeah. Bruno, would you like a question in Portuguese? Bruno, are you there? Last chance, Bruno.
Move.
Okay, we're moving. William Furness to finish.
Hi, Jose. I was just wondering if you're going to adopt a similar approach to the one we saw against Burnley, where you play quite attacking, expansive football from the first minute. Will we see a similar approach to the game tomorrow?
In football, one thing is the game plan, and another thing is what you do. I don't know. We want to win. We want to win. We are going to play the match to win. I believe that Fulham will also try to win the match, but let's see.
And just following on from that quickly, do you feel like you've got a weight off your shoulders coming to this game for the first time in a while after quite a convincing Premier League win?
What's that?
Weight off your shoulders, like a sense of pressure. Are you talking about?
Yeah. Do you have that weight off your shoulders going into this game after the bad run recently?
No, my shoulders are fine. No problem.
Okay, thank you, William. That will conclude the broadcast part of the press conference. We'll move on to the